What is going on, guys? Welcome to a special episode. Today I'm going to be reacting to some game trailers, specifically Call of Duty Season 5, Black Ops 6, Warzone trailer, the story cinematic trailer, and the BlackCell Battle Pass trailer. We're going to be going over those three videos. I'm going to be watching them, reacting to them, giving you guys my live opinion on what I'm seeing. Now, before I start watching these, I do want to say that I've been a lifelong Call of Duty fan. Been playing it since Call of Duty 1 Classic, back on the PC, way back in the day. Been playing them all the way through up to this point. Skipped a lot of campaigns, I will admit that. I was more of a multiplayer competitive sort of guy, and that's what I did. So I love Call of Duty, love the franchise. That being said, nowadays, it just seems, I, myself included, people tend to be getting more stale with the game, a little confused as to what's going on with the skins, the operators. Why is it looking more cartoony? Why is it getting pulled away from their roots, which was actual battle, war gameplay, on the battlefield, doing the core objectives of a Warzone. So without further ado, I just wanted to preface that. I just wanted to say I've been a lifelong Call of Duty fan. So any sort of negatives you hear come out of me, if any at all, aren't going to be out of a hater's perspective. I'm a lifelong Call of Duty player. So let's get right into this. Let's see what it's all about. Reinstated.
Thank you, gentlemen. Well, thank you very, very much.
Is that George Bush?
Intel says last of the moles have gone to ground. Digging them out won't be easy.
Then you'll be happy to hear the full might of the U.S. military is at your disposal.
Sims.
Words.
Look, the guy didn't see him until he walked into frame right there, right? So they're pulling all these guys out of retirement.
Holy shit. They're giving us the keys to the toy box?
Think of it as a welcome home present. So, where do we start?
One thing pops into my mind when I see that, and I don't even have to say what it is. You know what this looks like? It's pretty chaotic. Looks a lot like what I played this weekend. Was that the terminal map in there, though?
Payback's a bitch.
Everybody's out of retirement. Okay, that was a story cinematic. Pretty active. One thing I did notice. I don't know what this is. One thing I did notice is that there's a lack of like military gear on skins and on operators more and more. I'm seeing that more and more where it's getting down to the point where it's their outfit, it's their style. So like, might as well just take all the military gear off and just throw style in. If that just seems like what they're doing. I don't want that. I'd rather it be, kind of theme focused on what's actually happening. If you're going into a war zone, you should look like you are, knee pads, all the, backpacks, vests, helmets, gear, your weapons, your grenades, all your stuff should be visible, right? Not running around in cowboy boots and a pink squirt gun. You know what I'm saying? That's my take on it. But I understand the appeal of style and running around like it's your own little thing. But that's where the Fortnite criticism comes into play, right? Okay, so that was the story. Let's get right into the Warzone Black Ops 6 launch trailer. Let's watch this together, shall we? All right, who's this dude in a robe? The cowboy boots. Wasn't I just talking about that?
You fucked up the ball 3. No mercy. Jackpot.
Those red pants, though.
Locked and loaded.
Straight out of Mad Max.
Clean work.
Something. Runway exchange, WMD.
Enemy fast movers destroyed.
Volta.
Containment breach in progress.
There's new zombies stuff as well.
Sweet, sweet
I don't really play a whole lot of zombies, regrettably. Honestly, regrettably, it looks really fun.
Breach strike is imminent.
That's how they opened the stadium? They shot a death ray into it? What the fuck are they doing playing soccer in this? Okay, there's a lot happening.
That's the good stuff.
All right. That did okay. There was a lot of shooting, a lot of running, a lot of like kicking, a lot of sliding, a lot of explosions. But this is turning into like it's like, I don't know, actual Warzone combat and explosions and how it actually happens. And then there's what's becoming, it seems like a Call of Duty style of fighting over here. And that's where this is kind of sitting, right? Like it's not, you don't feel like you're in an actual Warzone. You're playing an arcade fashion shooter. And that's kind of what COD transitioned to, like, I don't want to say early on, but it wasn't early on. I'm trying to think exactly where that transition happened, where they went away from the actual Warzone combat, the feel of that, to more of a aesthetic. I don't know. It feels like it's getting different. Okay, let's look at the BlackCell Battle Pass trailer. Maybe you guys can clarify this, because like I said, I don't play a lot of story. And I'm assuming this gold and this floating dust has a lot to do with the story, or part of it that I'm just unaware of. It's on everything. Is that a bird? That's an eagle-headed griffin. What? Okay. What is... I'm confused. Like, okay. I mean, it looks shiny and good for what it was meant to look like, but why is this in Call of Duty? Why is this in Warzone? What's with the gold and the dust on everything BlackCell? What's the whole thing with that? Because you're kind of locking yourselves into this one themed aesthetic on everything, and you guys charge $20 for it or whatever it is. I'm confused. And it's kind of turned into like me criticizing everything about all of it, which is fine, which is what it was meant to be. Okay, let's go over everything again. The story trailer that we watched with the tanks and then pulling them out of retirement. I like the idea of them pulling them out of retirement, but him rolling up in a wheelchair into the middle of a battlefield. I don't know about that. And the lack of, like, honestly, the lack of military gear really has me, it's really sticking in my head. But there's a lot of chaos going on. It looked fun. It looked, like I said, a lot of what I played over the weekend. What a trailer to release right around the time when this Battlefield 6 beta drops, right, with all the tanks and the helicopters and all the stuff. And then that's, boom, kind of like the showcase at the beginning of their trailer. I thought that was kind of ironic. The Warzone thing, I'm not sure about the death ray. Like I said, I don't play a lot of story, so I'm going to have to kind of figure out why there's a death ray blowing stadium up in Verdansk. Like, I'm glad it's open. That's just a bold way to do it. I want to check that out. And again, the new operators and stuff like that, I mean, they're going to fit somebody's niche. But, like, for me, I kind of am sick and tired of all the cartoony skins. And I will say I'm a sucker. I bought quite a few of them. I bought the last Beavis and Butthead one, only because I love Beavis and Butthead. I've been watching that since I was a kid, too. Does it belong in Call of Duty? No. It was fucking annoying. I will say that. The sounds, the voices the entire time. And then I believe it was it Butthead's? Or like he had Beavis's voice in it, or it was vice versa, one or the other, where it wasn't even, their voices weren't even cut out right. Like the audio clips weren't even decent. It was like somebody did it in Movie Maker and in first grade, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I really think Call of Duty might have a tough year. They're gonna have some competition, and that's good. Competition's always good. Don't ever think it's bad, or don't ever just stick to one. Be open-minded. Be open-minded about stuff. You get your stuff stuck in one niche or one groove and one way of thinking, and you find yourself hating everything and everything around you, anybody that disagrees with you, and that's not good. So have an open mind, check some stuff out for yourself. We just reacted to all 3 trailers, and we got to talk about the BlackCell trailer too. Again, like why does everything have to be gold and dusty and shiny? Why is there a griffin in Warzone? What are we doing here? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. This is not going to make me buy it, the Battle Pass. It's not going to make me buy BlackCell. I will play Warzone simply because it's free. I am not going to be purchasing any more bundles, I don't think, until the new Black Ops comes out, Black Ops 7. Like I said, I will be playing that. I will be playing Battlefield 6 when it drops. I'm not team one or the other. I'm team what's fun, what makes sense, what pulls me in is what I'm going to play. It's not what everybody else is doing. It's what are they doing to get me to play their game. And that's what we'll do. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button below, subscribe if you have not, stay tuned for more. Let me know your thoughts. If you guys want to see more videos like this where I can just talk about random things that I'm playing or just things I'm interested in or maybe you're interested in that you want me to check out, I can do stuff like that too. I don't normally do react videos, and it just turns into me talking like extensively more than I need to. So I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to let you guys get on with your day. Take care.